Welcome to Ruger Tech Tips. Today we're going to talk about the reversible charging handle on the Ruger LC Carbine. Now, that's a nice feature because you can set it up to use your non-firing hand. So in order to get that set up to your liking, we will have to start off with a disassembled carbine. As you can see, this is disassembled and it's been cleared. And we're going to need safety glasses because there are some spring-loaded pieces. You also need your included Allen wrench, and you'll want a very fine-tipped, about a 3mm flat-tip screwdriver for this. All right, so starting out, we're just going to move the charging handle to the rear off of the detent. We're going to turn this over and we're going to remove the side cover plate. I'm going to do that with the Allen wrench. There's a little hole here I can use to kind of get it started. And once I have that sliding forward, I can pull this out, but I'm going to want to put my thumb over the end of it here. And that's because there's a spring-loaded detent, and I need to capture that so it doesn't get lost. As I'm coming toward the end, that detent just kind of springs into the little hole there. So I'm going to turn this over and dump out the pieces. Okay, so now I can remove this cover plate. The little pieces I have here are a plunger and a spring and another piece of the detent here. I'm going to keep those in a tray so I don't lose them. Then I'm going to come over to this side and I need to remove the charging handle. I'm going to do that with my Allen wrench by coming through this window. It actually has to be done on the inside. There's a bolt that retains the charging handle. So getting the Allen wrench into the bolt on the back of that. It may be a little bit stiff. If it's too stiff, you can use the empty socket end of a screwdriver to just kind of give that a bit of a turn to loosen it. But I'll just go ahead and loosen the bolt that allows the charging handle to come off. Okay, charging handle we'll set aside. I'm going to try and catch this bolt on the inside here so it doesn't get lost. Okay, there's the bolt. And then finally I have the charging plate. That's going to slide out. Just going to set that there for a second. The last thing is this little detent cover, and that's where your screwdriver comes in. You can see that it is slotted, and I'm just going to get into those slots and gently remove this detent piece. Okay, that's at the end of the threads there. Okay, so I'm going to turn the carbine over. I'm going to put that right back in so it doesn't get lost. Lining that up with threads, we'll use the screwdriver again. And don't over tighten these, remember. Just get that snug. Okay, that's fine. Now, to reassemble, we will start by sliding our charging plate in on the right hand side now. And we're going to get our bolt handle and our bolt handle retaining bolt. You can see that the bolt handle has a little square boss on the back that matches up with the charging handle side plate. We're going to put those together, kind of hold that while I turn it over, put those together. I'm going to preload this bolt onto the Allen wrench and kind of use that to guide it into position. So with my finger over the bolt, I'm going to turn this over. I need to slide this in through the window and get that lined up with the bolt. Now I can tighten that down, okay, and get that nice and snug. That's good. Okay. Finally, I'll need to reinstall my plunger and my plunger spring. So I'll put these two pieces together and I'm going to slide those down into the hole, and then I can return my side cover plate. I'm just going to slide this partway on with the round end first so that the holes line up. I can drop in my pin, and then I have to just press down on that pin to compress the spring enough to get that side plate moving. Okay, now the side plate will go in the rest of the way. That cover is back on, and our charging handle now is reversed and detented properly on the right-hand side of the receiver. Thank you for watching this Ruger Tech Tip.